I'm only
What is up, YouTube? Back again for another Tech Tuesday, but it's more my modification hack videos I do every once a week. I'm doing these quite regularly, so yeah, we're checking these things out. There's some great ideas. That light's going a bit dull. About what to do, how to improve things, how to fix things. And today, you saw in the thumbnail, the major one is the TeamGee H20 wheel change. Not a big deal, it's not that hard, but a couple of things you got to be mindful of when you're doing it. This TeamGee H20, look at this board. This is one of the nicest boards I have ridden. Definitely now become my favorite hub motor system, without a doubt. I don't know how they do these hubs. They're just beautifully keyed in. You can see gorgeous motors on this thing, and it's got like a fiberglass deck under here. The price they're asking and what John's asking at TeamGee for these is just insane. Kick-ass battery, 32 kilometer range, and I've got the Fluro gel wheels. Look at that orange, friggin' beautiful, absolutely amazing. There is a trick to this, so I'll go through the steps now on both these hacks, how to do them, how to fix them, what you'll need. But be very careful. You need to get a good set of Allen keys. I recommend getting titanium, spending $35 to $40 for a set that will not burr over. And when you crack these things, a lot of these things are Loctited from China. You want to make sure you don't burr that head. It's a critical one shot at it, and that's it. So make sure that's something you're very aware of when you're doing these screws, nuts, bolts, hexagonal stuff. Very careful. So guys, thanks for joining me again today for the hack modification video. Andrew Penman on the TeamGee wheel change on the urethane clear gel orange wheels and the new unique board rack for your longboard all-terrain drop-through decks. That'll be brilliant. Till next time guys, happy skating, safe skating. I'll see you in the next video coming up, which is going to be the long range distance test on the Super 73. Got the Transite boards coming, and if you want to check out the top here, I was a guest on the UK. Thank you so much to Jack and Suki and Minty, all the UK crew, the Eastgate guys over there. I've got a lot of subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys have been so kind, so generous to me and my channel. I've got some great friends in Old Blighty. In England is cutting edge stuff. You guys are doing some amazing stuff over there with electric skateboard riding. Thank you to everybody. If you want to check out the interview with Jack, Suki and me, I was a guest on their first YouTube video on their channel. Check out and really subscribe to Jack's podcast. He does amazing. He had LaCroix boards on. He's had everybody on the industry talking about boards. It is a really good podcast. So that's the link to the channel, and it's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Also, definitely check out Jack's YouTube channel, eSkater. The link will be above for Jack's YouTube channel. He comes in and out with some incredible reviews. He's a very first class, very, very honest reviewer. So check out his stuff. So guys, till next time, happy skating, safe skating. We'll see you in the next video. Andrew Penman signing off.
only one step.
Okay, first things first, we'll get plastic off these ones. That's the rear urethane sleeves. Check them out, and then we'll quickly open the front wheels. They're nicely sealed and nicely protected. Awesome, look at that. That one there. You can see it's vacuum sealed around these, keeps them nice and safe from air. Have a good close look at these. These are the TeamGee. Look at the sponge on them. They're really flexing quite well. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. They haven't got the actual durameter on them, but I'd say they're 78A. I can feel that movement. Just sexy as. Look at them. So we're going to put these on. It looks so nice with this fiberglass deck underneath here with this membrane they got on. It's a beautifully refined finished board, this one. We'll put the standard normal ShredLights on, which I love. I'm a big fan of the standard ShredLights. So yeah, we'll put them on and give a before and after photo of how it looks. Let's get into it. Okay, one of the tricks I do a lot, people ask me, when you've got a really nice board like this with you don't want to have any holes in the grip tape, also keeps it more waterproof, doesn't rust the heads out. I often do a crisscross on each one of those little holes, peel them back and use the Allen key to loosen the front truck or to put ShredLights on. However, there's a trick you can do with a razor blade. You get it under here, and this board's over 9 months old, and this grip tape's been down for a while. But as you can see, once you get it up, you can actually gently pull it back. Don't stretch the grip, just do it on an angle like this. Pull it that way and pull it that way, but don't pull it and stretch it. You'll get a weird finish on it. It's going to be easy to put back down again, easy to reapply, just like contact, it'll go straight back down. That way you can get access to the screw heads, push it back down again, and you won't have any problems with any ugly finish on the grip tape. And one of the things you can do is you can use the razor blade, just run it like along here as you're doing it, just lightly, just run it. Don't cut the grip tape, just use it to just cut that little bit of glue that's coming off. And you want to keep not pulling from here, but pulling down lower now. So you're spreading the stretch across the whole surface of that grip tape. You don't want to keep pulling it in the one spot. As you can see, it's now revealed all the screw heads. There you go. And I haven't damaged that grip tape at all. It'll still go down beautifully, right? Now you can access these. Okay, as you'll see, I have the step going in like that. So when it's in there, it's reasonably, you can sort of see, I'll get it close up of that, it's reasonably close to the deck. It sort of holds the ShredLight in and keeps it kind of from moving. I find that the best height. Yes, having the ShredLights off the deck stops all the bouncing on the deck. Yeah, so getting yourself a ratchet tool like this is just so important. Yeah, I like the ShredLights tight up against the board. I like them wedged in tight so that if they come off at all, they're supported by the underside of the board as well. Yep. Then all you do is just gently, bit by bit, make sure there's no bubbles, push this grip tape back on, making sure it goes on straight. The end comes right, no bubbles. And then you can just put your thumb all over it. Make sure the end is really secured, and you would not know that that has ever been lifted except for a little bit of faintness there where I've pulled it, but that will darken up as well. There you go, done. Okay, I'll just warn you, when you're doing these little screws here that hold the actual cap on, that holds the urethane on, you've got to make sure you get really high quality Allen keys. These cost me about $60 for two. They're tungsten titanium, and even then they've sort of started to, this end's worn a little bit, but this end's new. I bought a new one. When you put them in here, be very careful. You got one shot at this, wiggle it around, make sure it's in, and do what I did, put a spanner on the top and crack them.
Only one step.
And they are Loctited, so they do make a crack noise. I didn't strip any of mine, but you only got one shot. If you strip one of these, you got to drill it out, and you got one missing screw on there, which looks kind of shit. But yeah, just take your time, and you'll get them all off. Just wiggle it around. Make sure you don't strip that head, and take them all out. I'll do it now. Then you just use a super sharp knife to just pop that there, and there you've got, wow, there's a little bit of, yeah, sticky oil on there on that side, and there they are there, ready to get the urethane straight off like that. It's as easy as that. Check it out. I love the key slots in here. The key slots in here are quite unusual. Well, not unusual these days, it's the new technology, but back in the Cool Wheel days, back in the Onan days, they just had a steel sleeve, then they had a plastic sleeve. They used to move, even the original X-Way, you had to super glue the wheel on, but these little slots, as you can see in there, are brilliant. let's get the new urethanes on. That's the beautiful big hub motor. Okay, just use some terps and clean that grease on there they've got, and a bit of grease off there. You want it nice and clean so you can put your own marine grease on. I would not Loctite those because these are, the tolerance on these tiny little heads are so not very deep, easy to strip. I might get stainless steel new ones, but to be honest, they're already black, so it works. Definitely marine grease them in and tighten them as tight as you can. Each time you go for a ride, double check each one. That's the way to go, rather than Loctite them, because eventually these urethanes will wear out and you'll need to change them again. Okay, now we'll just put on the new sleeve. This, as I said, you know, look how soft that is. This is a 78A Thane urethane mix. TeamGee pride themselves on incredible decks. All the fiberglass finish on this is just superb. The beautiful membrane of rubber around here you can see, and these are no exception, no different. These urethanes fit on. Look at that. Look at that for tolerance. That is just insane. That's just beautiful. Nice look. Really nice look. Let's get them all on the back, and then the front. I'll show you how the front wheels. Then I'll get some lithium grease, which I've got just here. I just got this lithium mobile stuff. I had it for 20 years. And I just put a dab of that blue stuff on. You can see it's a kind of a bluey black on each of those screws. You don't want to have the problem of not getting them off. And then we'll move on with the finished product. Look at that. Look at that. Just such a sexy look, those lines in there. Yeah, it's going to be, look at that. It's going to be beautiful. So I'll put a link below where you get these extra sleeves for the TeamGee H20. This is a beast of a board. I love the way the motor hubs stick out the bottom there and recess out. It's just beautiful. Okay guys, got them on. There they are. They look like just clear gel. Aren't they beautiful? It doesn't do justice. You've got to see them on properly. We'll do a look at them later. Anyway, I'll just test them. The tolerance is just insane. It's just, wow. Perfect. I've greased them all around here, and I've put, there's a spring washer on each one, so it doesn't really need Loctite. We'll do the front wheels now, and then we'll come back and check out the finished product. Okay, so you just crack off the side hub, which is there. Just be careful, there's a small speed washer in there, just make sure you don't lose that. There we go, that's the old, that's the new, same size. It's like an early prototype of a cloud wheel. Check it out. Okay, we'll get these on now. And they just literally slide on with the bearings. We'll pop the bearings off. A lot of people ask me how you get the bearings out. It's a standard thing. Most of you guys know how to do it, but with the plastic, you just wiggle it like this, and then eventually it pops off. You've got the bearing completely out on both sides. There'll be a bearing, and there's also going to be a spacer, as you can see, which goes in between. We'll put those on the new wheels and we'll get it on and see how it looks. Okay dudes, so I've just pushed that first bearing in and it goes in nice and tight. So this is a really, TeamGee make precision engineering. This is just so beautiful. You can see the quality of the DuPont plastic in there. Let's get it on. We put the wheel on like that. You got the speed washer on the other side, a little tiny one, which just sits up against the truck. And then you got the spacer. These are really high quality spacers as well. Stupid thing to talk about, but they are, and they go on super tight. And then we get the new bearing, and we just put I like the writing on the outside, so I just make sure I get the writing. There it is. We put it on like that, and we just push it in, and it goes in all the way in, pretty much. And when you got that like that, you can take it off and put your thumb on it, really push it in like that. So it's all in. Then we just make sure the spacer's lined up. We get it back on again. There we go. And that is pretty much it. We put the nut back on. And that is it. That's that one done there. What we'll do is we'll do the other side as well. And then I'll show you how awesome this finished product will look. Okay, there they are. They're on, spinning beautifully. They are a lot more orange than the back ones to a certain degree, but they still going to look awesome. I'll show you the finished product on the table now. Okay, I've talked about this before, putting ShredLights on. The instructions say put the front on and then bend the back over, when you push the front on the old ones, you kind of crack the lens there because you're pulling it back and you're pushing this prong through the front and cracking the headlights. What I recommend, my technique, is put it on the back like that. Put your thumb at the back and push it right up as far as it can go. Put your finger there and then you pull the front over till it hears a click and locks in. And then when you're doing that, you're not going to crack that lens at the front, which often gets cracked because you're pulling it the other way. But that's the instructions. Sorry, Eric from ShredLights, but I've said before, that's the best way of putting them on. ShredLights on, let's check it out now.
Only one step. Ahead of heartbreak, one step ahead of misery. One step is all I have to take backwards to be the same old fool for you I used to be. I'm only...
Guys, that's the TeamGee H20 with the upgrade gel orange clear wheels. You can get that on the website. There they are. They look absolutely amazing. What a beautiful look. I'll just turn the rear light off so you can see the full impact of the orange wheels. Yeah, beautiful. Really nice. So there you go. Thanks for watching this episode. If you've got a TeamGee H20 or H20, where we pronounce the H, I recommend this look. It's sexy, retro, funky, and certainly a really nice upgrade. I'll have a ride now and see what I think.